Thank you. Okay. On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Rambo L, file numbers 22L2761, 882, 881, 883. Council appearance, please.
Matt Staples on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Okay, and then Rambo L is present. Do you have an attorney, sir?
I'm here by special appearance.
Okay. Mr. Staples, my understanding is that you're moving to dismiss these.
Just the failure to display ops, Your Honor. I did check the Secretary of State. His license is valid, and he did show me that license, and that he does have it in his possession, so that the misdemeanor charge would be dismissed.
Okay. Okay, and there's no offer on the expired plate and the failed signal?
Not at this time, Your Honor. I believe
Okay.
Mr. L is planning on contesting those charges.
Is that correct, Mr. L?
Yes.
Okay, we'll set them for a hearing. I'm sorry? No, well, at this point, we send it for him. And then Anita will get it taken care of. February 14th at 9:30. Any additional matters for the record, council?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set, Mr. L. We'll see you on February 14th. Okay. I think Mr. Basie, they said was released. Try that. He was incarcerated for over 1 year. See, I'm attorney. Mr. Lee?
Yes, ma'am.
My understanding is that Mr. Basie was released to TRICAP.
So is he going to be able to appear today? Do you know?
I don't know that he'll be appearing today. We're gonna reset it.
Okay.
Let's see, she needs to start her audio. Good morning, ma'am. What's your name? You need to unmute first.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can. What's your name?
I'm sorry about that. I've been trying to get on here for about 20 minutes. Jennifer McKeon, McKeon.
Okay, well, on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Jennifer Jean McKeon, file number 20-00570R1. Ms. McKeon states the date and time set for show cause because you owe $60.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna be able to pay that by December, and then of course that was Christmas month, and I just haven't been working a lot. I have 2 jobs I've set up for this week. I actually got lucky to get these jobs. So I was wondering if I could get an extension until Friday or Thursday or Friday to pay it, the last $60. I don't know why I can't see you. I'm trying to get you. I don't want to lose you on the phone.
Okay, I think your original fine was $100. This matter's been pending for about 2 years now. I've seen multiple show causes on here. This is the last time I'm setting this for a show cause, okay, ma'am?
Okay, I understand.
You're gonna pay when?
By this Friday. The second or third.
Okay, I'll note here that you'll make payment in full by this Friday so this file can be closed. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Just make your payment because I'm not issuing another show cause. It's gonna go to warrant status next time, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Jarrell Mitchell. Mr. Lee, are you representing Jarrell Mitchell?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Okay, have you heard from him?
The last time I spoke with him, I should say the last communication I had with him was an email where he forwarded me his driver's permit, which I forwarded on to Mr. Staples. I was anticipating him being here this morning.
Failed to appear. So I'm gonna issue a bench warrant and a default on the speeding. Yara Johnson fails to appear for show cause. Bench warrant. Demetrius Harris failed to appear for show cause. Bench warrant. Jeffrey Smith failed to appear for show cause. Bench warrant. Who wants to come to court today? Amber wants to be, is she gonna log in or she in the building?
What's that?
Amber Valencia, or is she logging in from the county, or is she in the building?
You can see me?
I don't know. No,
Good morning, what's your name? What's your name?
Jose Angel Lopez Hernandez.
You have an interpreter? Okay. We need fingerprints, is that what it is? Okay, is that your client, Ms. Donnelly?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we need his fingerprints.
Okay.
Do you need to speak to him privately?
Your Honor, yes, I will, and I will talk to him about the fingerprints. At this time, he needs a substance abuse assessment, so we need a 30-day adjournment anyways. So I don't know if you want to go on the record, but I can talk to him.
Okay, yep, I'll go on the record. Amber Valencia? Oh. Who's representing Amber Valencia?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, you need to speak to her as well?
Yes.
Okay, we'll handle Mr. Lopez Hernandez. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Jose Lopez Hernandez, file number 22-03345. Council appearance.
You're muted.
Matt Staples on behalf of the city of Lansing, Your Honor.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Jose Lopez Hernandez, who is appearing separately by video.
Lopez Hernandez, today's the date that's set for a pre-trial and operating while intoxicated. My understanding is that you need to undergo a substance abuse assessment before any offer can be extended. So we're gonna adjourn this, but you need to come into the court this week to get your fingerprints. You need to unmute, sir.
Mr. Lopez Hernandez, you're muted. You need to unmute yourself.
Okay, sorry about that. Yes, I gonna do it tomorrow for my fingerprint.
And then we'll get you a new date for the court.
Okay.
March 7th, at what time? At 9 a.m.
Okay.
Any additional matters for the record today, council?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
Enough for defense. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set on that matter, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Honor.
You're welcome. Let me put you in a private meeting with Ms. Donnelly. I'm gonna put you in with Ms. Valencia first.
Thank you.
What?
Why?
That was for today, though. Is it supposed to be yesterday?
Are we?
Yeah.
Yep.
He represents Stacy as well. Yep. Mr. Basie, we're waiting for your attorney to log in. What's going on with Ms. Hardwick? Your warrant status?
3 times now.
Ms. Hardwick, you need to appear in person. You have 3 warrants.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You need to appear in person on your warrants, your warrant status.
Yes, I had speak to my attorney about that, and we he initially asked me to come in Monday. Then he got a hold of me saying he had a family emergency. So first thing I could do it today or first thing tomorrow, either one.
Who's your attorney?
I'm not sure of his last name. I know his first name's Dale.
What's your warrant status for the files?
Possession of felony with you, and then yesterday, the dog at large, and then the dog license.
Cartwright is not on. For the felony. Okay, well, yeah, what do you, I can't do anything with you right now because you're in warrant status on 3 cases, including a felony. So
I
you're gonna have
had a
to appear
dog
in
at large today, so I gotta come in
yeah,
first.
that was yesterday. That was yesterday. So you got a warrant on that one too.
Oh, wow. All right, and I definitely will be coming in immediately.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Ms. Donnelly, do you have contact information for Mr. Lee?
Yes, I do.
We have his client present that he wasn't sure was gonna appear today.
All right, thank you. I'll let him know.
I'll put Mr. Lopez Hernandez in the room with you. Once we handle Ms. Valencia. Okay, we're on the record in the matters of the people of the state of Michigan, people of the city of Lansing versus Amber Nicole Valencia, file numbers 21-03498, 22-01025, 22-01140, 22-01175, 22-01257, 22-01550. Council appearances.
Matt Staples on behalf of the city of Lansing.
An Assistant Public Defender, Sarah Donnelly, on behalf of the defendant Amber Valencia, who's appearing separately from the Ingham County Jail.
Okay, today's the date and time set for pre-trials. I have 1 property damage and 5 trespassings. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, at this time, the offer from the city is that if Ms. Valencia pleads guilty to 1 trespassing and the malicious destruction of a building under 200, they would dismiss the remaining 4 trespassings. So I don't, Mr. Staples, I don't believe you have a preference. I was just gonna have her plead guilty to 22-010250 OM.
The city does not have a preference. They are all for the same property.
5, you said, OM?
1025, yes. And there is also going to be, we don't have a restitution amount yet, so we'll have to set it out for sentencing.
Okay, Ms. Valencia, you heard the offer that was extended by the city of Lansing.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, the offer is for you to plead guilty to the property damage and pay restitution and 1 count of the trespassing. They'll dismiss the
Yes.
remaining 4 trespassing. Did you want to
Yes,
take
Your Honor.
that off today?
Yeah, I'll take that offer.
Okay, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Okay, Ms. Valencia, you have the right in these matters to proceed to trial, and you have the right to jury trial. Did you want to waive your jury trial in order to accept the plea offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
So that means you're giving up your right to remain silent and not have silence be used against you. That means you're giving up your right to the presumption of innocence. So you're giving up the right to be innocent until they can prove you guilty. You're giving up the right to have the city have to prove each element of the charges being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You're giving up the right to see, hear, or question any of the witnesses the city intends to call. You're giving up the right to call your own witnesses or present evidence that you believe would further a defense to these charges. You understand the rights that you're giving up?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, anybody promising you anything to give up those rights today?
No, Your Honor.
Any threats being made to you in exchange for you giving up those rights and pleading guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Are you currently on probation, parole, or on bond on any other matter?
No, Your Honor.
You understand that a guilty plea can result in a conviction that you may need to report to a current or future employer?
Yes, Your Honor.
You also understand that a guilty plea can result in a conviction that may have implication or it may affect travel or immigration status you may be seeking.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty because you believe you're guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
As to the charge of property damage, how do you plead?
I'm guilty.
And then as to the trespassing in file number 22-01025, how do you plead?
I'm guilty.
Have a factual basis, Ms. Donnelly.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Valencia, on December 19th of 2021, sometime in the morning around 4 a.m., were you at the Beverly Place Apartments at 1401 East Kalamazoo in the city of Lansing, Ingham County, state of Michigan? Yes, Your Honor. It's all right. And then at that time and place, did you you like throw a fire extinguisher at a window and break it at the belonging to the Beverly Place Apartments? Yes, I did. All right, and you did that willfully? Yeah. Okay. Your Honor, I have no further questions on that.
Questions from you, Mr. Staples?
Nothing from the city, Your Honor.
All right, and Ms. Valencia, on April 15th of 2022, at around 5:30, were you back at the Beverly Place Apartments on in the city of Lansing, Ingham County, state of Michigan?
Yes, Your Honor, I got arrested for trespassing.
I'm Amber, I'm your attorney. I'm asking the questions. You don't have to say, Your Honor. All right, and then at that time and place, so when you were there, had you been previously trespassed the day before?
Yeah.
It was, and you had, and it was an officer that had trespassed you on April 14th?
Yeah, he told me not to come back, but I needed to come back and finish getting my stuff, because I was getting kicked out with my ex.
Okay, so you were there on April 15th and you refused to leave, right?
Yeah, I was gathering my belongings.
And did you get arrested by the Lansing Police Department?
Yeah.
All right, Your Honor,
They gave me a ticket. I think they gave me a ticket. I don't know if they arrested me, but I know they gave me a ticket.
all right, Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Thank you. Any questions from you, Mr. Staples?
Nothing from the city, Your Honor.
Satisfied with the factual basis, I'll accept your plea. Find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. And as to file number ending in 3498, we'll set that for restitution hearing. And sentencing. How much time do you need to get restitution?
Your Honor, we will reach out. A week or two should be fine. It is a business, so.
February 14th at 10. Any additional matters for the record?
None for defense, Your Honor.
You said when's the next court date?
February 14th at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Okay, you're all set, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you. Can you put Ms. Donnelly and Mr. Hernandez in the room? Mr. Lee, are you ready with Mr. Basie?
Yes, ma'am, we are.
I need the file. On the record in the matters of the people of the city of Lansing versus Javon Eugene Basie, file number 21-0197879, council appearance.
Matt Staples on behalf of the city of Lansing.
John Lee on behalf of Javon Basie, who is joining us via Zoom.
Thank you. Today's the date and the time that's set for pre-trial. I have a failure to drive unlicensed and furnishing false information to the police. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, Mr. Basie is prepared to plead guilty to the furnishing false information, and the prosecution has agreed to dismiss the no license charge.
That's correct, Mr. Basie.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. Mr. Basie, in this matter, you have the right to proceed to trial and you have the right to a jury trial. At the time of trial, sir, you have the right to be represented by counsel. You have the right to the presumption of innocence. So that means you're innocent until proven guilty. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You have the right to have the city bring sufficient evidence to prove each element of the charge being brought against you. They have to prove each element at trial beyond a reasonable doubt. You're willing to give up that right to the presumption of innocence in order to plead guilty to the furnishing false information to police?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you understand that also means that you're giving up your right to see, hear, or question any other witnesses the prosecution intends to call. You're giving up the right to call your own witnesses to trial or present evidence that you believe would further a defense to the charge. You're giving up the right to have them prove each element beyond a reasonable doubt, and you're gonna give up your right to remain silent and not have silence be used against you. You understand that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Anybody threatening you to get you to waive your rights and plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Any promises being made to you in exchange for you giving up your rights today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you currently on probation, parole, or on bond on any other matters?
Yes, ma'am. I am probation in Clayton County and Eaton County. I'm currently at TRICAP serving my sentence at Eaton County.
Okay. There you go. Okay, you understand that a guilty plea could result in the conviction that you may need to report to your current employer? Or
Yes, ma'am.
future employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And it may have, a conviction may have impact on any immigration or travel status you may be seeking. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you still wish to waive your rights with that understanding?
Yes, I do.
Are you pleading guilty to furnishing false information because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. As to the charge of furnishing false information, how do you plead?
I plead guilty.
On a factual basis?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Basie, on or about July 19th, 2021, were you on Cleveland Street at or near East Saginaw Street in the city of Lansing, county of Ingham, state of Michigan?
Yes.
And at that time, were you asked for your name by a police officer?
Yes.
And did you at that time provide a false name, the name of Ronnie Williams?
Yes.
Thank you. No further questions, Your Honor.
Any questions from the city?
Nothing from the city, Your Honor.
The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. Find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. The driving unlicensed is dismissed per the plea. I'll credit your time served on this file. You're all set, okay, sir?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Trevor King. Can you hear me, Trevor King? You have to unmute.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, Mr. King, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Mr. Lee, is that your client or is that Ms. Donnelly's?
It is not my client, Your Honor. I can check and see if it is Miss Donnelly's.
Yeah, it's Miss. I'm Miss Donna's client.
Miss Donnelly? Okay. I will get her for you right away.
All right.
She's in a breakout room right now with someone.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Donnelly, we have Trevor King present. Did you need to speak to him?
Briefly, Your Honor, thank you.
We'll add him to room 4. On the record in the matter, the people of the city of Lansing versus Trevor King, file number 22-02880. Council appearance.
Matt Staples on behalf of the city of Lansing.
An assistant public defender, Sarah Donnelly, on behalf of the defendant Trevor King, who is appearing separately by video.
Okay, today's the date and time that we reset this matter. Mr. King, you were here last week. You were attempting to enter a guilty plea, but you needed some time to further deliberate on that. You weren't sure about the guilty plea, and so you've had time to think about that. You had more time to talk to your attorney. Ms. Donnelly, how are we proceeding at this time?
Your Honor, after further discussion with Mr. Staples, he has agreed to a diversion plan. Mr. King would be pleading guilty to the larceny or the loud and boisterous, dismiss and with the completion of community service. We've agreed to 20 hours of community service work over 60 days. The city would move to dismiss both charges.
They're gonna plead guilty to the loud and boisterous. And then the city wants to do a delayed sentencing, Mr. Staples?
I think, Your Honor, if we just do a 60-day adjournment and Mr. King provides proof of that 20 hours of community service, we would just dismiss both. I think that's the easiest way to move forward.
So we're setting this for a plea 60 days out.
That works for me, Your Honor.
I'm sorry. April 4th at 9:30.
All right. I'm gonna set a reminder on my phone.
Thank you, sir. And is the city requiring that this service be done at any specific places?
No, Your Honor, I will leave it to the discretion of Ms. Donnelly and Mr. King as long as they're able to provide written and signed proof of that completion.
Okay, sounds good. Do you have any questions today, Mr. King?
No, I was just wondering if I do it at the Advent House, if that's okay.
That's fine with me.
All right.
Any additional matters for the record, Ms. Donnelly?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, I will see you on April 4th, Mr. King.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day.
Same to you. Let's see, I think that takes care of all of the morning.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a